Hello, everyone, and
Hello.
welcome to another episode of Together We Rise. So, happy Saturday for those on Saturday, and happy Sunday for those who are enjoying Sunday. So, let's find out what is our topic for today.
Welcome to the Rise Together series. Today's topic is the power of encouragement, how one positive voice can change someone's journey.
Thank you so much, Balak.
Thank you.
So that's our topic for today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hi there, I'm Falak, a mom of three based in Indiana, USA, building a better future for my kids. From educator to retail operations specialist, every challenge has shaped my journey. Today, as a digital entrepreneur and mentor, I help community to believe in new possibilities.
Hi, I'm Asma Harisa, digital business mentor, a stay-at-home mom of three, and I live in USA with my family.
Thank you, Falak. Thank you, Asma. So, welcome back to another episode of Together We Rise. So, today's conversation is about something every one of us has the ability to give, and that is encouragement. So, you see, we don't always know what someone else is carrying, or sometimes we don't always see the challenges they are facing, but we do have the opportunity to offer kindness, hope, and support. And those words lift others instead of discouraging them. So today we'll share 5 principles about the power of encouragement and why it matters more than we often realize. So for that, we're gonna be talking about 5 points. The first one is encouragement helps people see possibilities they may not see themselves. Small words of kindness often leave lasting memory. Encouragement creates stronger communities, and encouragement inspires people to keep going. And lastly, we can all become someone's positive voice. So let's dive into our first point. So, encouragement helps people see possibilities they may not see themselves. You know, every one of us experience moments of self-doubt some time of our life. There are times when we question our abilities, wonder if we are good enough, or if we feel uncertain about taking the next step. But during those moments, a few sincere words of encouragement can make a big difference than we often realize. So, encouragement doesn't solve every problem, okay? But it can change the way someone sees their situation. So sometimes all a person needs is someone who believes in themselves before they fully believe in themselves. Okay. A simple conversation, a kind word, or reminding someone of their strengths can also restore hope and help them see possibilities they have overlooked. You know, I have experienced this in my own journey. After spending more than 25 years in the film industry, I found myself learning entire new set of skills. There were moments when I wondered if I could really make it to this, digital world, if I could learn the artificial intelligence, if I can create the content to connect with my audience, or even to host lives like this. But along the way, I met mentors and I met members from our community who were encouraging and remind me that growth was possible. So their belief in me gave me that confidence to keep learning. And today I try to do the same by encouraging others who are beginning their own journey. So I believe many of us have the opportunity to be that encouraging voice for someone else. We can always say, like that analogy of passing the torch to someone else and helping other. So whether it's a family member, a friend, a colleague, or someone in our community, we may never fully know how much our words can impact their future. So sometimes the conversation we almost didn't have becomes the conversation that changes someone's direction. So, as today's reflection reminds us, one encouraging voice can help someone discover possibilities they had forgotten they were there. So, here's a message for you guys: never underestimate the power of believing in someone, because your encouragement may be the very thing that helps them see the new possibilities, or they can help them take their next step, or they can begin a journey that they never thought that it was possible. So that's my takeaway for that point. And now let's move on to the second point.
Today, my talking point is small words of kindness often leave lasting memories. Sometimes we think we need to do something big to make a difference in someone's life, but often it's the smallest words that have the greatest impact. A few sincere words of encouragement can give someone hope when they are feeling discouraged. A genuine compliment and can brighten someone's entire day. You may never know what someone is going through, and your kind words might be exactly what they need to keep moving forward. Encouragement doesn't have to be complicated. Simply listening with your full attention is also a powerful way to show kindness. When people feel heard and understood, they feel valued. Expressing gratitude is another simple habit that strengthens relationship. Saying thank you or letting someone know you appreciate them build trust and creates meaningful connections. Kindness has a ripple effect. One encouraged conversation can inspire someone to encourage another person, and that change of positivity can continue far beyond what we ever see. I truly believe that people may forget the exact words we say, but they will always remember how we made them feel. So today I encourage you to share a kind word, offer a genuine encouragement, or simply take a moment to listen to someone. These small acts may seem simple, but they can have a long life impact. I hope this message has encouraged you. Thank you for taking the time to listen.
Thank you, Asma. So yeah, so Asma's just talk about small words of kindness often leave lasting memories. And just like Asma mentioned, those words of kindness can leave a lasting impact, because it can make someone feel, seen, make someone feel value or encouraged. And it's often, remembered long after that conversation ends. So um, the conversation could have happened, like 2 or 3 years ago, but that conversation that you had at that moment had made a long impact in someone else's life. So that's how the small words of kindness have a great impact. Okay, so
Okay.
now let's move on to this next point.
Okay. I'll be talking about encouragement creates stronger communities. So, encouragement creates stronger communities because it helps people feel valued, supported, and motivated to do their best. When we celebrate each other's success instead of competing, we build trust, we build confidence, and stronger relationship. Us a community that encourages one another, inspires teamwork, kindness, and collaboration, making it easier for everyone to overcome challenges. Every word of encouragement can make a positive difference in someone's life and create a ripple effect that inspire others to do the same. When we lift each other, we create a stronger community and we make a strong bond. And stronger community has a strong power to 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 a strong power to become a stronger and most beautiful, I must say, the nation, and that is really with the community collaboration and the trust and build. Thank you.
Thank you, Falak. So Falak
Mhm.
talk about, encouragement creates stronger communities. It's just like Falak mentioned, um, when you encourage, you know, the you have the encouragement in a community, that helps because when we support and celebrate one another, everyone has a greater opportunity to be able to grow and to be able to succeed together. So that's why encouragement creates stronger communities. All right, so now let's move on to the next point.
Encouragement provides strength during difficult seasons. Sports reminds people that progress is still possible. Sometimes the right words arrive at right time. Hope grows when people know someone believes in them. Sometimes people don't need all the answer. They simply need someone to remind them not to give up. Encouragement helps people keep going, and determination helps people reach their goals.
Thank you, Asma. So yeah, so Asma talk about encouragement inspire people to keep going. And just like Asma mentioned, when you encourage people and you inspire them, it helps them, knowing that someone believes in them, and also it gives them that hope, and that strength to be able to continue their journey, to be able to persevere through those life challenges. So that's why encouragement is very important. All right, so now let's move on to the next point.
The next point is we can all become someone's positive voice. So the positive voice is plays a vital role in someone's life. We all become someone's positive voice because encouragement is not limited to leaders or people with special titles. Every kind word, sincere compliment, or act of support has the power to brighten someone's day and give them the confidence that helps to keep going and shining. By choosing to speak with passion, encouragement, and positivity every day, each of us can create a different impact. We can make a meaningful difference and change in someone's life by helping creating a more supportive community and lifting community by giving someone's a positive voice. So my takeaway is sometimes your lift, your uplifting, your word, your encouragement become the power for someone to lift, to succeed, to rise. Thank you.
Thank you, Falak. So yes, Falak just talked about we can all become someone's positive voice. And that is because every encouraging word has the power, just like Falak mentioned, to inspire hope, to strengthen relationships, and to be able to create that ripple effect that is able to reach far beyond one simple conversation. So that's why, um, we can all become someone's positive voice. We can become that person that will inspire or that will give hope to someone else. All right. So now we have our group reflective question. Um, so the question is for our members here. I can answer that too. Has someone ever encouraged you at a time when you needed most? So what did they say or do, and how did it affect your journey? And how can we become that kind of encouragement for others? So let's learn from each other's stories. So I guess I can start. So when I started my journey, I do have actually two people that impacted my life. With giving me those encouragement words. I'll talk about the first one. Um, so we are so used to have things passing, like doing it fast, right, and see results fast. So I was a little bit down, and then I had a member from the community, and then she was able to, make me understand that there is a process. So what they say is like we have to have patience, with ourselves, patient with the business, patient with the journey. So I learned about patience. That was one of my lessons of patience. So that's what they say to me, and it did affect my journey because it helped me understand about the process. So not focusing on having results, but focusing on uh, doing my training, enjoying my journey, and understanding that there was a process. And then the last question is, how can we become that kind of encouragement for others? Where the same, I would say, like, well, we mentioned about the ripple, creating that ripple effect. So I think, we like, I was impacted by someone who was able to help me, to continue on my journey. So I can do the same and create that ripple effect on someone else. So be there for someone else, to be able to impact their lives, to be able to continue and not uh, to give up, on their journey. So that's my answer to this question.
Okay. So, um, yes, this happened to me when I started this business. I was new to the online digital world, and I was like, I had no idea how this is going to work. Back in mind, I thought the results will be so fast. So when I start, I will keep going. Within month or two, I will see the results. But that was never happened. Then one of our business partner, she helped me to understand how this works. So at that point, I came to know I have to learn the patience. I have to learn. I have to focus on learning and keep going. Consistency will be the key, and do not um, like give up. And that was the point. At that time, I was not aware of. I thought maybe it is a digital world and I'll be so fast in that. So, but on that learning, I just keep going. I focused on my goal, and my goal is to be successful. Plus, the she explained me how the community also will be a supportive to me whole of this journey. And and from that day till today, I stick on that point, and I started enjoying my journey like my lives. I start preparing it, and then I love the masterminds, like all the criterias, all step by step business, the way and the steps how it works, and automation, everything become like a different role in my life. Then I said, okay, so this is the time where I have to focus on my growth. And that is it. And how can I become that kind of encouragement for others? I must say here, I make up my mind. Anyone who is a newcomer, when I talk to the person, I want to give my supportive role, and be ready for him, and be available, and be accessible, so that I can give my all the best to a new my partner. So all the feelings and all that moments when I felt I'm little down, or what do I do, so that my partner, at that point, I'll be the more supportive to that person. That was my journey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes, I have been encouraged during time when I needed it most. Sometimes it wasn't a long conversation. It was simply someone believing in me and reminding me not to give up. Their words gave me hope and confidence to keep moving forward. Even when the journey felt difficult, looking back, I realized that encouragement can change someone's perspective and give them the strength to take the next step. Because of that experience, I try to encourage others with kind words, a listening ear, and genuine support. We may never fully know the challenges someone is facing, but a few sincere words can make a lasting difference. Let's be the reason someone feels hopeful, valued, and inspired today.
Thank you, Asma. Thank you, Falak. So yeah, so that's a question, reflective question for our group, and we want to say thank you to everyone joining us for another episode of Together We Rise. So today's conversation reminds us that encouragement is one of the simplest and most meaningful gifts we can give to someone. So we may never feel fully most sorry, we may never fully know the challenges someone is facing, but we can always choose to offer the kindness, to that person. So that could be a hope, giving them hope. That could be giving them understanding, or that could be some words of that will strengthen instead of discouraging them. So remember, you don't have to change someone's entire life in one conversation. Sometimes one sincere sentence, or one thoughtful question, or one moment of genuine encouragement can become that reason they choose to keep moving forward. So let's continue building a community where people feel seen, where people feel valued, where people feel encouraged. Because together we truly rise. So that's the takeaway of this topic today. So now let's find out what is our reflective question for the audience.
As you leave today's conversation, think about this. Who is one person you can encourage this week? A phone call, a message, a compliment, or simply letting someone know you believe in them. Your encouragement may become the spark that they needed today.
Yes. Thank you, Asma. So yeah, so that's our reflective question for the audience. And now let's find out what is our topic for our next episode of Together We Rise.
Next episode of next episode of Together We Rise topic is the strength we find when we face challenges together.
Thank you, Falak. Yeah, so that's our topic for next Saturday. So it will be a conversation about community, resilience, mutual support, and how walking alongside others often help us navigate life challenges with greater hope and confidence. So that's what we're going to be talking next um, Saturday. So don't miss it. And we have arrived to the end of our lives. We want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our community, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. We also want to say thank you to Patsy One for the heart emoji. And thank you for watching the live with us today. So we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Saturday for those on Saturday, and a happy and blessed Sunday for those who are already on Sunday, and a happy and blessed weekend ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today, and we'll see you again in our next episode. Sorry, in our next episode of Together We Rise. Thank you, everyone. God bless you
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.